Hello and welcome back to our final video of our color pencil comparison. We have been using Johanna Basford's World of Flowers book, and we have finally completed this page. We have done 11 different brands of pencils, one in each box, and it completes the double page spread where in July of 2020, we did different watercolor medium in each box. So there's a playlist of all of those boxes as well. But this is the box, this is the page we have completed today, and we're going to go over my final thoughts about how all of the different pencil brands worked, which pencils I still reach for today. So I'm going to go over first as a brief summary which pencil brand was used in each of the boxes. You may be joining us at the end of the series, or it's been quite a while since we started this series, so you may have forgotten which pencil brand is in each box. So I'll briefly discuss all of those. I have all of the pencil brands out on my desk right now. I'll pan you around a little bit. So we've got 10 different brands on my desk right now. Starting with the sidebar here, we selected and I used Blick Studio pencils. I have the 72 set. These pencils are wax-based and made in the Czech Republic. Then we go to the top of this, and these were the Culinor Progresso Woodless pencil, and this was done back in August. The Progresso pencils made also in the Czech Republic. We go over here to the Cretacolor, which was also done in August, and these pencils are made in Austria. They are a large pencil. They are also wax-based, and they are a chunky size pencil. Up in this far corner, we have the Color It brand. They were our first Chinese pencil that we went over, and I have since thrown these pencils in the garbage. So that explains my thoughts on those pencils. I had major breakage issues with those pencils. This box here is Crayola using the 60 set. They are also a wax-based pencil, and these ones were made in Brazil. Our third box here is the Lyra Rembrandt Polycolor. And those are oil-based pencils, and they were made in Germany. This box here was the German Derwent Chromaflow. They are a wax-based pencil, and currently there is no open stock for them, and they are made in the United Kingdom. This box here, also done in August, was the Brunnseal 45X. It was a specialty tin, the turtle tin. They are made by Royal Talons, and they are made in Holland. I have since used these pencils on a number of pictures, so I am getting some use out of them. The bottom one here is made with the Staedtler 175 series pencils. This is the bottom rung of the Staedtler series. It's their student grade set that I purchased from Walmart. There are no open stock, and those pencils were made in China. This box here, which we sliced in half, is the Prisma Premier. I have the 132 set, and these pencils are made in Mexico. And our final box here is done with the Artex 126 series. They are a wax colored pencil, and they are made in China. So I found it very interesting to just discover where all the pencils were made. I thought that was interesting. All of the pencils worked on the paper. I used Gamsol on all of them. Now that you know which pencil brands were used in each box on the page, this is a summary of all of the different brands I did. I did some research and some testing of each brand and looked up on the internet to verify my information. So each brand, we covered the maximum of pencils available, the number, the set I own, availability of how to buy the pencils, open stock, packaging, pencil body, core size, whether they were oil or wax based, if light fast info was available, the country they were made in, and finally I ended with pros and cons. And that is in each video in detail, and you can definitely go back, and if there's a certain pencil brand you're interested in, watch that video and you will have both the answers via my dialogue in the video, and at the end of each video you will have a screenshot of that particular page's information. There were 2 pages in total, so I will keep that to the side. We're going to start off with removing from the table pencils that I do not reach for and would not, basically I have not really been using since I did the testing, and ones that I don't anticipate using and will go into my giveaway. So right away I'm removing the Staedtler 24 Crayola set. This is the 175 series. This is a pencil that cost me less than $3, and the next set I'm removing is the Crayola 60 set. Again, these are pencils that I would just let someone else color with. The third set is not even on the table, and that's because it was the Color It brand, and I actually disposed of those pencils in the garbage. They were not even good enough to give to the thrift store, so those pencils are gone. So that's 3 out of the 11 off of the table right away. The next set of pencils that I'm going to remove are ones that I have used since the series, but they're ones that I would use in like Amazon books and stuff. And that is the Bruynzeel, the Holland made specialty tin. It's made by Royal Talons, and while I have colored with these again, I don't reach for them often, but I would definitely, I'm planning on keeping them, and I use in my Amazon printed books. So there's been some sharpening. I've actually used them a few times, so I am happy with them. I do want to go try some of their brand, the design series. So that's their artist grade level of Bruynzeel pencils made by Royal Talons. So this brand intrigued me enough that I actually want to go and expand my set of these and find the artist quality pencil and give them a test. So if you have the design series pencils, let me know what you think. So we'll take these off of the table. So I'm left with a number of pencils. All of the brands are good. All of the brands I would be keeping. I'm going to whittle down my selection though, based on now pencils that are not available open stock. So pencils that I would have to buy the whole set for in order to replace a pencil. So I'm going to be removing from the table the Derwent Chromaflow pencil. They are a pencil made in the United Kingdom. They do have nice colors. They're a wax pencil. There is light fast information, so it's definitely a brand of pencil that's worth purchasing, but you do have to buy, there's no open stock, so you would have to buy the whole item. So for now, I'm keeping these as my travel pencils, and those go off. Brand left on here that I'm removing, and that is the Artex 126. They are not available open stock, and they don't have any light fast information, so I'm removing these from the table. If you don't care about light fast information, that's fine, and I don't care as much either. I use coloring books for my coloring, so light fastness isn't a big deal to me, but having things available open stock, that's more of a deal for me. So I'm left with 5 with open stock, which is Blick, Create-A-Color, Lyra, Prisma, Premier, and Kohinoor. So let's take a brief look at those 5 sets of pencils and their swatch sheets. We'll start off with a surprising pencil, and it's the Progresso Woodless Colored Pencils made by Kohinoor. There was a 24 set that I have. There's actually a couple other colors you can buy in a dual set. I believe it's the gold and the silver, or gold and bronze. But this is the set I have, and this is the colors. These are the pencils in real life. They're woodless. They're covered with a lacquer, so kind of like nail polish on the outside. I have put them in my pencil case that was from the Color It brand. And this is what the packaging looks like. I do reach for these. I do enjoy them. You can get them open stock, and there is light fast information on them. So that was a surprising pencil. Next set of pencils are the Create-A-Color Mega Color pencils. They have both the Brilliant Metallic set and then a 36 set of regular pencils. So they're not a huge color pencil number in the set. However, they are a huge pencil in real life. So I'll show you. You need to purchase a large hold pencil case. They are a very chunky pencil. I do like to use these. They are nice and easy on my hand. They do require a large hold pencil sharpener, but this is the only pencil on the list left that doesn't have light fast information, but they are available open stock from blick.com. So I would keep these in my top 5 sets of pencils. And they do have nice bright colors, not a lot of browns, and I tend to use a lot of browns, but a lot of bright colors. So if I'm doing a fun bright colored page, they're great for that. The only oil-based colored pencil that made it into my list, and that was the Lyra Polycolor set. I have the limited colored set of 24, and this set I would actually like to get a larger set to experience them with a greater color range. I found the 24 set to be a little bit limiting, but the colors were bright and vibrant on the final page. You can get them open stock. They do have light fast information, and they are oil based. So just a reminder, this was the Lyra Rembrandt, and they're quite bright, and yeah, they turned out really nicely. I enjoyed those pencils. So they will stay in my top 5 pencil category. Staying in my top 5 category, even though I have quite a few breakage issues and I have not wanted to buy any further pencils from the brand, is still my Prismacolors. And that's mainly because you can buy them open stock and the colors are quite vibrant when you can get a pencil to actually color. So I have swatched the 132 set. And going through some of my pencils that I actually got from my husband, I ended up finding 3 of the neons. And one of the neons is a 1039 neon green, which is not even available anymore. So I'm missing just the neon yellow. So I added those to mine. So I have breakage issues with mine, but I do know that they still have vibrant colors. They are available open stock, and I think this year I'm going to work hard at seeing if I can use these along with the Artex pencils to see if I can get some more use out of these pencils, because it's a shame to have them just sitting here not being used. So this exercise in testing out pencils on the paper has at least gotten me to review the pencils that I do have and encouraged me to give all of my pencil brands a little bit more love and additional work. The last of the top 5 is the Blick Artist Studio color pencils, and that was done in this area here. They blended really well. I was quite happy with them. This is the 72 set. These are the swatches. I have not put them in my swatch book as of yet. These were the pencils I had at my second home. So now that they're here in Canada with me, I will be using them more. I have reached for them and used them already. So these are definitely staying in my top 5. They are available open stock. They have their own blender pencil. They go down nice. They're not super creamy, but that's okay. I'm used to an oil-based pencil, which is a harder pencil, so that's okay for me. So in summary, other than my top 5, they all colored the page, even the Color It ones that I was so frustrated with, and the Staedtler ones, which were not very pigmented at all. So those 2 you can see are the least pigmented on the page. They produced some coloring. Whether you're able to afford high quality pencils or your budget is low, I think that what's important is that you are using the pencils that you do have, you're having fun with them, you're not getting super frustrated, and you're able to create some art at whatever level you're at. I think what this exercise in putting all my different brands of colored pencil down on one page has shown me is that any pencil can produce some really nice results. And I think that instead of looking for the next shiny new pencil out there, we should maybe spend a little bit more time this year enjoying the supplies that we have already invested in and giving them a go and seeing what we can do with the pencil brands we already own. So I hope you do dig out your pencils and enjoy them. Do some art, do some coloring, just get creative and have an enjoyable time in 2023. Thank you for joining me on this lengthy series. I know it's taken a long time to complete, but I think that the overall final result has been worth it, and I'm quite pleased on how this double page has turned out with watercolor on one side and colored pencils on the other. I look forward to future videos in 2023. We're going to look at some fun items such as crayons in the future, so I hope you stick around for that series. And until then, have a wonderful creative week. Bye-bye.